Hello everyone and welcome to my Metru official channel. Here's how Stone Cold responds to an enraged brother in Jason and Drew's intense argument. According to General Hospital teasers, Jason Morgan and Drew Quartermain will soon engage in a heated argument. Here's how Stone Cold plans to deal with his irate brother from February 17th to 21st. Fans of GH are aware that Drew has been babbling about Jason Morgan being the father of Sasha Gilmore Corbin's child. As a result, Drew recently publicly tarnished Sasha's reputation. Since it keeps Michael Corinthos from being exposed instead, at least for the time being, Jason has now consented to let everyone think he is the baby daddy. Jason may be going up against Drew because he has promised to look out for Sasha while Michael is healing. When Drew runs into Jason, he might take some jabs about Sasha, which would probably make his brother angry. Jason could easily caution Drew not to mention Sasha and to focus only on his own ruined romance. Drew has no right to judge others because he assisted Willow Corinthos in breaking her marriage vows. When Jason and Drew face up in these tense future scenarios, Jason might make that very evident to Drew. Naturally, there may be arguments over Cyrus Renaud and the current incident with Danny Morgan during this confrontation. Drew might interpret Jason's public threat of Cyrus' death as evidence that he is bringing turmoil into Danny's life. Drew can anticipate that Jason would end up back in prison and promise to be a father figure to Danny after Jason is imprisoned. It's easy to see Drew agitating Jason over Cyrus and thinking that Jason would shortly go down for permanently eliminating him. Jason and Drew will undoubtedly face a significant clash in any event. We'll provide updates on any crazy news and all the heated times since it will be entertaining to see things blow up. Stay tuned for unexpected surprises during Drew and Jason's confrontation, according to General Hospital spoilers. Natalia's startling link to Lily Rivera, Sonny's late wife. According to General Hospital spoilers, there is still a lot we don't know about Natalia Rogers Ramirez's past. We do know that she was married at one point, is from Puerto Rico, and has a son and a daughter. Since Natalia has brought up Miguel Moraz a few times, we also know that she is acquainted with the Puerto Rican native who has lived in Port Charles. She also appears to be quite knowledgeable about the mob industry. Where does this information originate? Is Natalia related to or a member of a mob family? According to General Hospital's history, the Riveras were the crime bosses in Puerto Rico for a very long period. Is Natalia associated with them in any way? Does Natalia know Lily Rivera, the late wife of Sonny Corinthos, who was a member of their family? A brief history and the relationship between Natalia Rogers Ramirez and the Riveras. Sonny seized control of his area in Puerto Rico shortly after Lily was killed in a car explosion intended for Sonny in 1996. Hernando Rivera, Lily's father, died of a heart attack as a result of the shock of unintentionally killing his own daughter. Born and reared in Puerto Rico, Natalia might know Lily if she knew Miguel. Natalia might have been a classmate, and Lily and Miguel dated when they were younger. It's possible that Hernando and Natalia's father, Mr. Ramirez, were acquaintances, and that her father was employed by Hernando. It's likely that Lily and Natalia were friends growing up. Why is the question being asked when Natalia has been concealing this from Sonny? The reasons behind Natalia Rogers Ramirez's deceit about Lily Rivera. Given their close relationship, it's possible that Lily confided in Natalia about her relationship with Sonny in the past. The stories Natalia heard about Sonny captivated her, and she secretly wished she had what Lily had. Natalia discovered a startling secret one day: her mother had an affair with her father, Hernando Rivera, but she chose to keep it a secret. In reality, Lily and Natalia are sisters. Natalia was upset by the lies, but she was unable to inform Lily of their true half-sisterhood because she had already passed away. After moving on to other relationships, Natalia was immediately drawn to Sonny and realized who he was right away. She didn't think it was acceptable to tell him about her relationship with Lily, though. Because she fell in love with Sonny and fears his wrath for not being honest with her, Natalia has yet to tell him the truth. Meanwhile, the fact that Natalia reminds Sonny of Lily might account for his attraction to her. What are your thoughts? Is Natalia lying about her past, in your opinion? Is Natalia related to the Riveras and Lily? Does Sonny's attraction to Natalia stem from the fact that she makes him think of Lily? Alexis wants Cyrus dead, Sonny and Ava make a deal, and Sasha gets a warning. Given how fantastic this entire week of General Hospital has been, it's clear that February sweeps. For your convenience, here is a summary of today's show. Ava and Sonny come to a custody agreement. Ava Jerome and Rick Lansing are listening from the other side of the door while Sonny Corinthos beats on it. Sonny says he won't go until she opens up so he can discuss their custody dispute with her. Sonny says he has come to make her an offer when Ava allows him in. Ava wants to hear Rick out, but he tells her not to even listen. Rick tells her not to accept Sonny's offer to adhere to the original joint custody arrangement as he can obtain full custody instead. Ava informs Sonny that she has no reason to trust him at this time because he has already violated their current parenting agreement. Sonny becomes irritable and maintains that he is attempting to act in Avery's best interests. Sonny leaves after agreeing to 50-50 custody. The fact that Ava just struck a deal with Sonny is unbelievable to Rick. Ava claims that all she wants is the return of her kid. She doesn't want to hurt others anymore. Avery should be able to spend time with Sonny, and his children shouldn't be made to testify against him. Ava acknowledges that Rick helped her see things differently and that she is far more giving than most people realize. They determine that now is the ideal moment to get into bed and have some fun. A warning is given to Sasha. In the waiting area of General Hospital, Sasha Corbin is seated with Elaine Stevens' dog, Mavis, and expresses regret to the dog for creating an accident. Dr. Isaiah Gannon leaves with Elaine wearing a neck brace while discussing the vehicle that struck her. While Elaine heals, Sasha offers to look after Mavis. It's time for them to be honest with one another, Elaine tells her. She accuses Sasha of setting her up. Sasha's name has surfaced and she is involved in an investigation. Someone is investigating her, so Elaine advises her to watch her back. Alexis wants Cyrus dead, Sonny and Ava make a deal, and Sasha gets a warning. Before being rescued from the roof, Molly and Cody form a bond. Molly Lansing Davis and Cody Bell are still stranded on the GH roof, awaiting someone to open the door and provide them access. Molly interrupts him as he complains that they are stranded outside due to some paperwork she shouldn't have and explains that it's her sister's autopsy report. Molly informs Cody that although she would prefer not to view the report, she must see it for herself. They gradually become closer as a result of losing a loved one they can never get back. He assures her that she shouldn't be hard on herself because it's normal to desire answers. He chooses to toss his pants off the roof in the shape of a flare in order to get assistance because he is wearing long johns. Outside of GH, Isaiah and Lucas are discussing Jen Sidwell. Isaiah shares his story of Sidwell attempting to kill him and Lucky, and Lucas assures him that he was only his patient. Cody's pants fall to the ground close to them while they converse. They see Cody and Molly when they glance up. The men quickly reach the roof and save the pair. Molly expresses gratitude to Cody for rescuing his pants by taking them off. Alexis wants Cyrus dead, Sonny and Ava make a deal, and Sasha gets a warning. Lulu says she's sorry, Christina. Lulu Spencer has found the courage to visit Charlie's pub to speak with Christina Corinthos. She explains to her that she has been struggling to find the right words to express her gratitude for Sam sparing her life at her own expense. According to Christina, Sam saving Lulu and then passing away are two entirely different circumstances. Because she believes it will help her commemorate the loss of Sam that everyone is experiencing, Lulu wants to hear everything there is to know about Sam and Dante Falconeri. A text message informing Lulu of the deception meeting she is late for interrupts Christina as she begins to speak. Jens and his ex-partner's messy deceitful meeting. Brooklyn Quartermain and Maxie Jones are prepared for a deception meeting, and BLQ is incensed that Lulu is late once more. Brooklyn gets annoyed when Maxie suggests that Lulu could simply need some time to get used to the new routine. Lulu arrives last, followed by Lucy Coe and Natalia Ramirez. Jens and Lucy stroll in and introduce him to everyone. Lulu gets up and tells Jens that he might recall Lucky Spencer, her brother. He then names her as Lulu and claims to have already met Laura Collins, her mother. Additionally, he tells Lulu that every narrative has two sides. Lucy follows Jens as he leaves. In the parking lot, Natalia runs into Jens after departing separately. He claims that it's obvious that she hasn't disclosed their previous marriage to their coworkers. February 14th General Hospital recap: Sonny and Ava make a deal, Alexis demands Cyrus's death, and Sasha gets a warning. Jason and Alexis both wish to murder Cyrus. Alexis Davis is waiting for Jason Morgan as he is escorted into an interrogation room at PCPD. She requests to talk to him alone and makes it apparent that he is her client. She then explains to Jason that she is not Sam's lawyer, but rather his mother. She tells him she wants to know if Jason thinks Danny is the murderer because she knows he confronted Cyrus Renaud. He claims that he believes it because Anna Devane does. Jason is informed by Alexis that she shares his desire to see Cyrus killed. The two are furious and find it incomprehensible that Sam would die after helping someone else. Jason is informed by Alexis that although she typically has faith in the legal system, she does not have that faith in her daughter. She wants to be the one to murder Cyrus because she wants him dead. Alexis replies that he can murder Cyrus when Jason informs her that she cannot. She informs him that if Jason murders Cyrus, Danny would never have the opportunity to recover, which is something she also wants. Danny will always feel guilty and implicated if Jason murders him. He will let the police handle it, he understands. February 14th General Hospital recap: Sonny and Ava make a deal, Alexis demands Cyrus's death, and Sasha gets a warning. Christina and Sonny fight over Ava. At last, Sonny comes to Charlie's pub to inform Christina that he and Ava have reached an agreement on custody. He informs her that since Avery requires both parents, they decided on a 50-50 share. Christina expresses her surprise that Sonny chose the convenient route. He doesn't back down and explains to Christina why he has decided to make a settlement. She is obviously upset, and after he departs, she begins to go through photos on her phone of herself falling out of the window while Ava watches. The unholy alliance between Carly and Nina has startling outcomes. Spoilers for General Hospital: Carly and Nina's unholy alliance has startling outcomes. Nina Reeves is attempting to persuade Carly Spencer, her fiercest adversary, to join forces with her in order to separate Nina's daughter, Willow Corinthos, from Drew Quartermaine. Although their collaboration is a surprising narrative surprise and a lot of fun, it could backfire because Carly and Nina's animosity for one another could be the undoing of their grand scheme. However, what would happen if they were able to make it work? Drew Quartermaine's decorating plans are thwarted by Nina Reeves and Carly Spencer. Nina is aware that Maxie Jones has consented to assist Drew in furnishing the new home he purchased, most likely in preparation for Willow moving in with her and Michael Corinthos' kids, Amelia and Wiley Corinthos. Nina is aware that undermining Drew's decorating ideas is the greatest way to make this last longer. Both Nina and Carly are sufficiently connected to prevent Drew and Willow from moving in together. Their plot to eventually split up Drew and Willow would begin with this. Carly Spencer and Nina Reeves look for someone to woo Drew Quartermaine. Nina and Carly would try to locate someone to woo Drew and set them up so Willow would discover them together in order to let Willow know Drew's true nature. Given how dishonest Drew has been acting lately, Nina and Carly might easily trick him into falling into their trap, which would allow Willow to finally see Drew for who he truly is. It would be amazing to watch Nina and Carly plot to trap Drew. Carly Spencer and Nina Reeves bury the hatchet. Collaboration might turn out to be more beneficial than either Carly or Nina had anticipated. This would have a startling outcome. Could Nina and Carly truly put their differences aside? Now that they have come together to separate Willow and Drew and to defend their shared grandchildren, they have come to the realization that they can live with one another and want to keep cooperating to achieve their goals. Even if they would never consider themselves friends, they would at least become rivals. They understand that the relationship would benefit both parties and that they can truly be helpful to one another. It is nearly unimaginable that this might actually occur, but it is unquestionably feasible if they are able to come to an agreement and collaborate well. Are GH and Port Charles getting ready to bid farewell to Sonny Corinthos? According to General Hospital teasers, Sonny Corinthos has been dealing with atrial fibrillation, a cardiac condition, for the past month or more. Sonny is preparing to live a simpler life in the hopes of retaining the one he currently has, despite keeping this a secret from almost everyone who loves him. Although giving up the mafia would completely alter Port Charles and GH, it would not be quite as drastic as losing the Don. But is that what's coming our way? Jason is aware of the reality. Sonny's right-hand man, Jason Morgan, the stoic enforcer, has always been his brother in all but blood, at least in the family's eyes. He is now the custodian of this weighty secret. The knowledge of Sonny's health will likely not be too much for Jason to bear, but it will make him start thinking about his own life and how he wants it to unfold. Will he remain silent in respect for Sonny's desire for seclusion, or will the weight of this reality force him to muster the troops? Jason may show his tender side as a result of Sonny's health problem, possibly even making amends with the Quartermaines, his own lineage, with whom he has been at odds for a long time. The Port Chuck mob's demise is also near. It is nearly impossible to imagine Sonny leaving the life of the mob. He has, after all, been Port Charles's kingpin for what seems like an eternity. Retirement isn't just a murmur, though, because his health is in danger, it's a shout at the gates. Who will take over in the event that Sonny retires? Will it be his brother Dante Falconeri, who was never interested in the dark side until he was left drowning in it following Sam McCall's death, or Michael Corinthos, who has demonstrated he is reluctant to follow in his father's footsteps? Maybe an outsider who wants to assert authority may attempt to take the Don's place. Chaos might result from the power vacuum, as new foes could emerge from the shadows or existing ones could sense an opportunity to strike. What would life be without Sonny? Consider the absence of the Dark Knight at Port Charles. The pulse of the community would change almost immediately. The personal lives of everyone he has impacted as well as the underworld would be impacted by his departure. Carly Spencer, who has always been his pillar of support and his storm, may find herself in unfamiliar territory, perhaps seeking solace from Jason or perhaps from an unlikely source like WSB Chief Jack Brennan. One thing is certain as we stand on the precipice of this possible seismic shift: if Sonny disappears from the scene, Port Charles will never be the same. Does Nina and Carly's plan put Drew back in jail after breaking up Drillo? According to General Hospital spoilers, Nina Reeves called Carly Spencer to her office so that the two women could work together to separate Drew Quartermaine and Willow Corinthos for the benefit of their grandchildren. In the episode that aired on February 7th, Nina informed Carly about Drew's intentions to purchase a new home and the potential for him to invite Willow, Wiley Corinthos, and Amelia Corinthos to move in with him. Nina knows how she wants to win Drew over, but what does she mean by that? Is it possible that Nina planted evidence in Drew's new house? Nina said she could get access to Drew's new home during their conversation. Could Nina's ambitions be hinted to by the fact that Maxie Jones was the one who informed her about Drew's plans to purchase a home and was going to assist him in finding a decorator? If she wanted to install a listening device in the house, she could pay the designer. Would Carly and Nina hope that Drew would say anything that would implicate him, or would they do something that would allow them to expose his slimeball antics and show Willow that he is a bad guy? Given Reeves' wealth, Nina might ask the designer to set up an affair and collect proof for Willow, and she would be more than willing to pay. Plans to put Drew in prison. However, Drew has recently begun hanging around with some dubious people. Drew might become involved in some dubious activities and put Willow and her children in grave peril, from meetings with Mafia Queen Selena Wu to having a public lunch with criminal Jen Sidwell. Could evidence of Drew's illicit activities be obtained using a planted device? Would he end up back behind bars? If evidence came to light, Willow would undoubtedly be permanently turned off Drew by this.